Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're doing a deep dive, really getting into the idea of self-knowledge,
Yeah,
but not just, abstract philosophy stuff. We're looking at it as maybe a practical shortcut.
that's exactly it. A shortcut to, well, growing as a person, learning better, and actually finding some real happiness.
So our mission today,
I think it's about understanding the core parts of knowing yourself.
yeah,
Your likes, dislikes, dreams, feelings, all that.
the operating system.
Kind of, yeah. Understanding it isn't just navel-gazing, it's strategic. It helps you build things.
Okay, so defining it. How do we make self-knowledge sound less, I don't know, intimidating? Where do you even start with knowing yourself?
Well, it's less about some huge revelation, right?
Mm.
It's more about consistent analysis,
Yeah.
looking at your thoughts, your feelings, your actions.
Like being the engineer of your own life. I like that analogy from the sources.
Precisely. Or the other, working in a mirror, but it reflects your mind and heart.
Right. Not just seeing your face, but trying to understand what's actually driving you, what makes you happy, sad, strong.
Exactly. And you start with those core questions, don't you? Who am I? What do I actually like? What do I really want out of life?
It takes that first step, though, that commitment, like, okay, I'm going to try and learn about myself.
Even the bits that make you uncomfortable.
Yeah. So let's start with maybe the easiest signals, the immediate stuff, likes and dislikes.
Yeah, preferences. That's a great entry point.
Because knowing what you like and dislike, that tells you immediately what gives you energy and what just, drains it.
It's the most basic kind of data collection about yourself, isn't it? If you know you need quiet mornings to function,
Huh.
or you really hate crowded places, or being late, suddenly you have information. You have data points.
And you can use that data to manage your day, your environment.
Proactively, yes.
Right.
The sources gave good examples, didn't they? Like enjoying nature walks, good food, reading.
Right. Stuff that fills your cup. Versus, say, loud noises, being late, forgetting things. Stuff that creates anxiety.
And knowing these isn't just trivial. It's fundamental to figuring out what genuinely makes you happy or unhappy. It dictates choices.
It's about setting boundaries based on your own operating system, not confusing preferences with, like, shoulds or obligations.
Exactly. These are just your requirements for running smoothly.
Okay, so we map the external things, preferences. Then we move inside, right, to feelings.
Yeah, the internal landscape. If preferences are what you react to, feelings are how you react.
And that's where emotional intelligence really starts to come in.
It does. Feelings aren't like annoying interruptions. They're signals. Important signals on your dashboard.
Happy, sad, angry, tired, excited, afraid. The basics.
Those are the starting vocabulary, yeah. But the real dive is understanding what they're telling you.
It's not enough just to label it, though, is it? Like saying, I'm angry. We tend to ignore or push down feelings, especially the negative ones.
We do. But the sources highlight the power of actually verbalizing it. Saying, okay, I feel frustrated right now, or I feel anxious.
Why is that so powerful?
Because naming it creates distance. It stops being this overwhelming thing that is you, and it becomes a temporary state you can look at.
Ah, okay, so you can observe it, analyze it, manage it.
Exactly. It's the difference between just being angry and understanding why you're angry and what you might need to do about it.
Mm.
It shifts you from being passive to active.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So connecting that emotional data to what we can actually do, strengths and weaknesses.
Right. Moving from the internal state to practical capabilities.
So strengths are the things you're good at, feel natural, like teaching, cooking, planning, whatever it is for you.
Where you feel competent, effective.
Mm-hmm.
And weaknesses are just, well, areas that need more work, more energy, more practice.
Like maybe drawing or remembering names, or for some of our listeners, maybe speaking English confidently.
Sure. And this is where people can get stuck, right? The self-criticism.
Yeah. If you're honest about weaknesses, how do you avoid just beating yourself up?
That's crucial. The sources are really clear. Nobody's perfect. Acknowledging a weakness isn't failing. It's actually strategic information.
Strategic how?
Well, if you know you struggle with remembering names, maybe you find a system, a tool, or you focus on jobs where that's less critical. It's about using the data, not judging yourself with it.
So the value is in using that awareness to improve or to leverage your strengths more effectively.
Precisely. That drive to improve, based on honest assessment, that's self-awareness in action.
Got it. And that drive, that engine, needs fuel.
Which brings us to dreams and goals, the motivators.
Yes, the navigation system. A dream is the big vision, isn't it? The ideal future, maybe traveling the world or becoming a great teacher, like the examples.
And the goal is the how, the actual plan.
Exactly. The concrete steps you take today and tomorrow. Saving money for that trip, practicing teaching skills every day, learning those new languages.
And just stating them, writing them down. That does something, doesn't it, psychologically? Oh, hugely. It makes them feel real. They stop being just fuzzy wishes and become like actual commitments in your mind. You're making a promise to your future self.
Speaking of making things concrete, let's talk about talking to yourself, the internal conversation.
Ah, yes.
People sometimes think it's weird, right?
Yeah.
But the sources say it's actually a key tool.
It really is. It's not strange. It's effective. It helps clarify your thinking.
How does it do that?
Because you have to take the messy chaos in your head and, well, structure it into sentences, even if it's just internal sentences. That process is clear thinking. It's like debugging your own thoughts.
And you can ask specific questions like the sources suggest, how do I feel right now, really?
Or why did that make me sad? Or what's the one thing I should focus on next? Simple stuff.
But the tone matters. That was a key point.
Absolutely critical. You have to talk to yourself kindly, like a friend, if your internal voice is always harsh.
You're just creating more stress.
Exactly. You're not building awareness. You're building anxiety.
Yeah.
Be curious. Be compassionate with yourself. Become your own ally.
Being your own friend, that links perfectly to self-care, which isn't a luxury, right? It's more like data collection and energy management.
That's a great way to put it. It's doing things that keep you healthy and functioning well. Rest, good food, time with people, fun things.
It's basically acting on the data you gathered earlier about likes and dislikes. If crowds drain you, self-care is avoiding them when you can.
Precisely. And the sources mention simple things. Taking a walk, listening to calming music, journaling.
Ah, the journaling. I loved that specific takeaway. It's so simple.
Yeah.
Every night, just write one sentence. Today I felt X because Y. Like today I felt calm because I listened to music.
Or, today I felt energized after finishing that project. Just one little data point.
And doing that consistently.
Over time, you spot patterns. Undeniable connections. Tuesdays always leave me tired. Or, I learn best right after I go for a walk.
You're building this detailed profile of yourself bit by bit.
Exactly. Which leads us to maybe the capstone of all this. Acceptance.
Right. Knowing yourself is one thing, but accepting yourself.
Yeah.
That's the really crucial step, isn't it?
It is. Acceptance is deciding, you know what? I'm okay just as I am right now, and I'm still learning.
It's acknowledging that making mistakes, having bad days, that's just part of being human. It's not a failure.
It's the norm, actually. Affirming I am learning every day kind of takes the pressure off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it shifts you from judgment to development, from fighting yourself to working with yourself.
And that's where you find that internal peace, when you stop battling reality and just embrace the journey you're on.
Okay, now this is where the deep dive took a really interesting, unexpected turn for me.
Ah, the language connection.
Yes, the link between learning a new skill, specifically learning a new language like English, and getting to know yourself better, that felt surprising.
It's a fascinating feedback loop, isn't it? People think they're just learning words and grammar.
Right. Vocabulary lists, verb conjugations.
But what's really happening is they're getting this new tool for introspection. It actually changes how they see themselves.
How does that work practically? How does learning English vocabulary reveal my deep-seated personality traits?
Well, think about it. Language learning forces you to confront yourself. First off, patience. How patient are you really?
When you keep making the same mistake speaking.
Exactly. Do you get frustrated and quit? Or do you keep trying? That tells you something about your resilience, your mindset. That's self-knowledge right there.
And you also discover how you learn best, don't you?
Definitely. Are you someone who needs structure, grammar rules, reading? That suggests maybe a need for control, for systems.
Or do you just jump into speaking and listening, learning by doing? More intuitive, maybe more social learning style.
Right. You figure out your optimal learning environment. And also what topics actually excite you in the new language versus which ones feel like a total drag.
Like maybe grammar exercises bore you stiff, but describing a beautiful scene makes you feel alive.
That tells you something fundamental about where your energy flows, your cognitive preferences. And beyond that,
Yeah.
the sources suggest that having new words, new structures, actually gives you new ways to think about and express your feelings and ideas.
So things you might not have had the words for in your first language.
Potentially, yeah. Or just a different angle, a new framework. By finding a new way to articulate your hopes, your fears, your opinions,
Mm.
you actually understand them and yourself more deeply.
Wow. So learning English isn't just about communication with others, it's also about communication with yourself in a richer way.
It expands the very architecture of your self-understanding. It enables a new level of self-expression, which in turn fuels self-knowledge. It's all connected.
That's a really powerful synthesis. Okay, so let's quickly recap the map we've drawn for you, the listener.
We've basically said self-knowledge is an active project. It involves knowing your energy sources, likes and dislikes, using feelings as data,
Uh-huh.
mapping strengths and weaknesses strategically, setting clear dreams and goals.
Having those kind internal conversations. Practicing self-care as maintenance.
And wrapping it all in acceptance, saying, I'm okay and I'm learning.
And the key advice is patience, right? This isn't a race.
Not at all. It's a journey. You don't need to figure it all out tomorrow. Just keep asking small questions day by day.
Little by little, slow, continuous observation.
Exactly.
And as we just explored, maybe learning something new, like a language, can be a surprisingly powerful tool on that journey. So here's a final thought to take with you.
Okay.
If finding new words in a different language helps you articulate and understand yourself better, what specific part of you may be a hidden fear or a strength you haven't fully owned, or a boundary you need to express what might only become truly clear when you finally find the words for it, perhaps in a new linguistic framework?
That's interesting.
Something to consider. What new level of self-expression and self-understanding might be waiting for you? Keep that question in mind this week.